So we're recording now. So yeah, guys, welcome to the Abundance family. Again, this is the automated data migration form training. We're going to try and do this a couple times, guys. I want to do it today and tomorrow, so we can get another set of persons that didn't get to come on today to come on tomorrow. If you didn't understand today, then come on tomorrow to understand it. And we will keep on playing this, guys, until we get through as many people as possible. We're coming closer and closer to the time. It is really exciting, guys. I got to, just to let you know, I did get to see the automated platform. We got pictures of it today. And wow, you know, it's moving along. The framework is done, and it's exciting to see. And who knows, maybe we may give you a glimmer, a little glimpse of it, but we're not going to show you tonight. Tonight is all about the form, because we really want you guys to try and get the form down as well as possible. So I'm just going to literally, what you're going to see is the form that you're going to fill out. And I will show you kind of like how to, also how to fill out, to download the spreadsheet for those who are managing people. And, we're going to move on from there. Some people have, we've had some interesting feedback from a lot of people. I continue to tell you guys, fear is fear. A lot of people are fearful, not too sure why. You know, I guess that the fear of losing 28 pounds can be stressful for some people. But as I've said before, it's not about the 28 pounds. It's about the fear of losing. And we do understand it. And we are doing our best to support people and help people. If you guys can't hear anything, then you need to just look at your audio and adjust your mic, because it's probably your mic or probably your audio. So, really want you guys to understand, well, hey, Andrew, are you guys hearing me? Just tell me, yeah, thank you. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, Andrew's in the house, guys. So he's watching to make sure I do this form properly. So anyway, so yeah, it's really exciting times, guys. I really, thank you so much, guys. I really want you to be excited. I really want you to embrace where we're going to and where we're moving to. It is very, very, very important for us to move into a direction that we can find, or that we can continue, that we can have that, so TAF stays around for a long, long time. So we don't want to be in a situation where something starts, like so many businesses that people do, especially these types of businesses, and then it goes down the drain, and and people lose. We don't want people to lose, guys, and we're working very hard in the background to make sure that we keep this going and going and going, so it is something to pass on. And because of the fact that we have asked for a form of ID, which we would have thought would have actually encouraged you to recognize where we're moving to, a lot of people are fearful. And, like I said, this is not, if we were a scam, we wouldn't be asking you for any form of ID. If it was a pyramid scheme, if it was any of those things, we wouldn't be asking you for that. And the pyramid scheme is not legal in the UK. We could not possibly have the likes of Andrew and the likes of Ade and the likes of Genevieve working with us, being a part of this association, if we were illegal. So, I really want to get that across. We have some very, real interesting and professional people on our platform, guys. And we really need to understand that, we want to make sure that we are doing everything right and ticking the boxes. And it's really important for us for longevity. We are required by law to, ensure that we provide regulatory requirements to the powers that be especially where it comes from an audit perspective, especially when we're dealing with other businesses, etc. As we move forward, as you guys have heard from Andrew, we were talking about franchising, which will be coming, coming soon. So working with other larger companies that will help TAF and help our members and support a lot more of what we're doing and where we're going. The more people we have on, guys, the better. The more we can push this. We want you to work with us to hit that 1 million mark. Before, we're going to start doing countdowns, guys. Before the end of the year, we want to hit a certain mark. And we're going to start putting countdowns. We've had people saying that they're so happy that we're doing the ID, that now they feel that they can bring across all of their professional people, etc. Not saying that we're not professional, just saying that it gives gives other people forms of a feeling of absolute transparency, integrity, and security. So we really want to be around a long, long time. So on that note, I just want you guys to interact with me a little bit and just tell me, are you excited about the automated platform? Tell me if you're excited. Let me know in the chat room if you're excited, guys. I want you to get excited, super excited. That's awesome. That's awesome. Ping, ping, ping. Yes, guys, the Infinity 8, the whole thing is going to just speed up. We're going to be able to bring in more people. We're going to be able to support more people. We're going to be able to, we're not going to have this splitting and waiting for splitting and all of that. You'll be able to share a link. You'll be able to, it's not like a network marketing. It is just a gifting, almost like our own little security bank, guys. And it's off the charts great what we're doing, and I'm very proud of us. I'm very proud of what we're doing as a family and building this community. It is mega exciting. Just think of what we'll be able to do in the new year. Think of what we could do for businesses, for you guys who are trying to have your own businesses. Think of the things that we can do for the youth if they want to have their own businesses. Just think of what we can do for so many. So yes, it's an exciting, very exciting. As we're moving closer and closer, it becomes more and more. It's like, oh my God, can't believe I actually saw it today. It's like, oh my God, look at this. I want to share it with you guys so much, but I can't do it. You have to wait for Andrew to tell me, yeah, you can share. So maybe I can show you some screenshots of what we're seeing, just for you to see that it's real. I know, it's exciting stuff, guys. So anyway, let me, Krisha's like, oh, I want to see. It is very cool. It is very cool. Okay, so what you see in front of you guys is the form. So, the form, you will be given a link, and it will be the link to the form. We need to have this form, and it needs to be like a serious mad rush to fill it out. But we need the form to be filled out correctly. The better you fill it out, the more we can answer any questions where the form is concerned, the better. We will have a video, we'll have, obviously you've got this one you can review. We're going to do it again so you can ask questions. But we really believe that we've covered everything. Yeah, it's really exciting, guys. It's really exciting. We really hope that we can we have covered everything. People who don't have ID, people who have ID. We've got community projects. We can help people build their own community projects. How exciting is that? People who have their own businesses, you can have, you will be able to, maybe we can even have your own logo. I mean, just absolutely incredible things coming. So, we're mega excited. So this is what the automated form is going to look like. This is pretty much it, guys. So when it's released, because we just can't wait as we're migrating together. Right? And we just want you now, put things in red because we want to make sure you read, guys. You gotta read. You gotta read. Okay, so please take your time to fill out the form correctly and concisely. If you're experiencing difficulty, please refer back to the video that we will be providing you you will be able to save and resume your form or change it in the event that you make a mistake. So don't worry. Please fill out, but you'll only have, you know, you won't have many times to be able, you have to fill out a new form. If you've got children or if you've got people that you're managing, it will have to be a form for each one, right? So I think we are only doing it that you'll be able to do the form twice in the event. It's once for actually filling it out, to be honest. Yeah, it's just the one time you'll be able to fill it out, but you can upgrade it, like you can save it, make sure the information is correct. You'll be able to download a PDF file so you can see and make sure that you've made the right, you put in all the right information. Okay, so we really want you to take your time, all right? Don't forget, if you're managing up to 3 people, you will be required to fill out a form for them and then just upload one form of ID. You'll be able to do everything on that form, okay? So make sure you remember that. If it's for 4 persons and over, that can go into a community environment, which means that you don't have to necessarily provide the ID. If you are managing those individuals, it will be your responsibility to manage them. So we will be providing you a spreadsheet. That spreadsheet will also be on the form. Not too sure who's in the background there. So that spreadsheet will also be on the form. You'll be able to download it onto your phone or onto your computer. Then you will have, we're not going to answer all these questions about ID again, guys. We've answered it. If you have not been on the calls previously, then you need to make sure you watch the recordings, okay? We're not going to answer the questions about ID again. This is all about the form, okay? You guys know what we have to do, all right? So so remember, all forms must be within 72 hours of the form being released. So guys, you've got to get it in. You've got to get it in, okay? Because I do not want you guys to miss out on this at all. I want everybody to get this, seriously. All right, so the first section is all about you, section number 1. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. All right, the first section is all about you, section number 1. So you'll be required to fill out your name, your first and your last name, okay? Which is, you would do that normally for any document, all right, or any form that you're filling out. Your first and last name, preferably the first and last name that you use, which is your normal name. It will need to match your ID. So make sure that whatever you're using as your first and last name is matching your ID, all right? You want to be able to put in your date of birth. I ain't going to tell you guys what year I was born, so boo-hoo to you who may want to try and figure that out. But you have my date, but not the year. But you need to put in your date of birth. So as you can see, it's pretty easy. You just click on this little icon. It will come up with the month, okay? You put in your year, your month, and again, that will need to match your ID information. The country you reside in, okay? As you can see, this is pretty quick, right, guys? So the country you reside in, whether it be United Kingdom, whether it be St. Lucia, okay, here's St. Lucia. So, you know, I can choose St. Lucia, all right? That's, you know, that I don't live in St. Lucia, but you guys know, but I'm just using this as an example. So the country you reside in, you just basically click on it and it will automatically choose it for you. All right, so just click on the country and up it goes in, okay? And then it's done. You would need to basically put in your email address. Now you have to do this 4 times. And the reason for that is because we just want to make sure that you have your email address in correctly. So your email address, if it's the same as your PayPal address, then you basically can copy and paste, okay? So we're just going to put that in, right? We're going to copy and paste this. If it's the same, or if you have a different address, then you put the different address for your PayPal in there, okay? and then you just confirm it again. You cannot copy and paste into the confirmation box. Okay, so as you can see, right, I've made a mistake on the form. So it will automatically tell me that it does not match, okay? So guys, we're not answering questions. We've answered all these questions already with regards to if you've got managing people, if you need to watch the videos, okay? If you're not on Telegram, get onto Telegram. If you need someone to send you the video, then ask someone to send you the video that's within your group, all right? But we're not answering any questions with regards to, you know, filling out the, you know, like, if I'm managing people, IDs, anything like that. We've answered these questions multiple times. We have covered everything. So today is just about the form, guys. All right. Support at the Abundance Family. So I've actually put it in wrong. It doesn't match. So it will make sure that it tells me, it will come up. So I know that I need to go and make that change. Once I've made the change, it will then show that it is correct. All right. So if you've got two email addresses, put both in. If you use a different email address to the to your PayPal, then you want to put your PayPal email address in and your normal email address. If you're like me and you use everything, then just put it in the 4 times. All right. Your WhatsApp number. So you want to make sure you put in your WhatsApp number. Your WhatsApp number will go in here. You'll need to confirm that. Okay, and again, if it for any reason that the number is not right, okay, phone numbers do not match, it will tell you. So it's really simple, guys. You will be able to go in and look at it to see if you've made any mistakes. Do you have any children that join TAF? This is where you will be able to put in that, yes, you've got children that join TAF. So you put in here your first child's name. And you would then do they have a WhatsApp name different to the name you have provided? So you can say, yes, she's got she's under Soraya's child 1. Okay, so you would put in that name. That is the WhatsApp name, which is different to her first and last name. Okay, because for a lot of children who are under the age of 18, obviously we put an alias name in the group. You want to then just say what family group is your child in? Can you guys watch this first before asking any questions? If you're not watching it, if you're typing, then you're not watching. Okay, if you're typing, then you're not watching. All right. So you put, do you have a WhatsApp name different to the name you provided above? If the child's first name is different, please enter here. So that's what you want to put in here. What family group is your child in? So you want to make sure. So if you've got 4 children or you've got more than 1, you need to do 1 child at a time, okay? Because it will ask you the question, okay? So it will ask you if you have more than 1 child. All right, so you put in the child's name here, and then you put the family group, okay, that the child is in, and basically you put the position that the child is in. All right, and as you put in the position, all right, you'll see that it will drop down with another question. Do you have a second child who joined TAF? You basically do exactly the same thing. If it's a yes, you put in the child's first and last name. You put in the WhatsApp name if it's different. You put in what the family group is, where the child is at. You put what position that child is in. If it happens that that child, as soon as you put in the name, the amount here, or as soon as you identify what position the child is in, it will ask you again if you have another child. So let's just say we have a second child. Okay, and we'll say this is Soraya's child 2. And this child is also in Soraya's group. but this child is in family support. Do you have a third child? So you see, it asks you again, and this goes up to 4 children, okay? So we'll ask you the name and the alias for every single child, okay? So it keeps it really, really simple, guys. Very, very simple, all right? So we're gonna change this to no, because I only have 1 child, all right? And I don't have a second child. So as you see, if I don't have a second child, it says no, it will take me straight to section 2, okay? It will just take you straight to the next section, all right? So you just fill out that next section. Now, no stress, all right? So let me just show you guys something, okay? You see the little red dot, the little red star? The little red star means that you must fill out this box. This little red star means you must fill out this box, okay? So if you don't remember your sponsor who invited you, you may remember their first name, but you don't remember their last name. It's okay, all right? You can put something like, you know, if you, for any reason, if you don't remember, you could put don't remember, okay? Do they have a WhatsApp name different? You could put in here whatever their WhatsApp name is that you would know them as, and you put that in. That's a requirement. So you just want to try and remember who invited you. You should know who invited you because they're your friend or family, all right? You want to be able to put in their telephone number, okay? So if you don't have this, that's okay. All right, it's just verification. All right, you don't have to. As you can see, it's got no red star. It's just the areas with the red star. So the name is going to be, you need to put in a name and you'll need to put in this. But if you don't, for any reason, you don't have their WhatsApp number, you don't have to put it in, okay? It's just for us to verify that you know that you were brought in by someone, okay? So then it goes straight to about your family groups and cycles on WhatsApp, okay? About your family groups and cycles on WhatsApp, okay? So your WhatsApp name used. So again, is it the same name? It's just asking you the question repetitively because we want to make sure that we get it right, okay? So it's going to ask you the name again, your WhatsApp name used. That's the name that you're using in your WhatsApp if it is different to your legal name, meaning the name that you have on your ID or the name that you're putting on your initial name that you put on the form, all right? So you just put in your WhatsApp name. Again, you put in your WhatsApp telephone number. Are you using a number that's different to the number that you've already provided? If it is, you need to let us know because that's the only way that we'll be able to ID you in the group. If we don't have the number, we cannot identify you. So you can see here, it is a requirement, okay? Once you put that in, you then have to tell us how many cycles you're in. Okay, so this is at this point, you can select whether you're in 2 cycles or 3 cycles, all right? It will populate. So I'm in 1 cycle, so I give it 1. It will then ask you questions about the cycle you are in. So again, very simple. Your current group you're in, that's the group that you know you in. You put the name of the group. All right, so it's Soraya's Abundance Family. That's the group that I'm in. Okay, in cycle 1, what position are you in? We need this, guys. If you guys don't fill this out, we're not going to be able to make sure that you're in the same position in the new system. That's why we're asking you these questions, okay? So we make sure that you're in exactly the same position. We're taking, it's almost like taking a screenshot of the group and then putting it onto the system. But we need to be able to migrate that. So we can't do it as a picture. It has to be done as information, all right? So you just choose, this is only about migration, guys. So you choose where you are. If you're at family leader, all right? Then you can put family leader. If you're at elder, you see the difference of what happens? So anything of family leader and below, it will not populate another box, okay? Anything from elders, it will, because when you're elder 3, elder 2, elder 1, you are now in multiple groups, okay? So if you are an elder 3 position, you will be in at least 2 groups in elder 3 position or 4 groups in elder 3 position, all right? So you just want to make sure you know what that is. If you're elder 1, elder 2, elder 3, this is when you're moving up. This is when you're going into receiving mode. You guys should know what this means. If you're asking the question, what does that mean? Then you're obviously not, either you're not a member of TAP or you're so new that you have not been on any of the calls. So therefore you need to make sure you get a recording of one of the groups. We have the recording. Get someone to send you the recording for a new members call that will explain all of the positions in the group. If you are somebody that is not a member of TAP, you should not be actually on this call. All right. So cycle 1 is your first cycle. That's the very first cycle that you came in. That's the initial 28-pound gift that you're cycling in, okay? You're allowed up to 3 cycles, guys, once you reach family leader. So you should know this. So just watch a couple of the videos for you to understand if you do not understand this part, all right? Okay, so elder number 3 position. Elder number 3 position, you'll see that it will populate. If you are a cycle 1, if you are a family elder in your first cycle, enter the names of the other family groups you're in. So you just want to then enter the name of your other families, and that's it. That's it. That's all we need, because that will help us then identify you in those 2 groups as elder number 3. That's all we need, okay? If you are, what position are you in those 2 groups? You just want to put in just what position you're in. Elder 3, elder 3. That's it. In those 2 groups. That's it. Very, very simple. All right. Have you invited your qualifying guests in your first cycle? If you say yes, which you should have, it will populate and ask you for the name of your first qualifier. Okay, so you just put in the name of your first qualifier. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot. Kim. And we're gonna put in, right, this will be her number. Okay, now you see it will show me again that the name does not match. So for some reason, so I got to go back and make sure that I change it to ensure that sorry, not the name, the number. So I got to go back and change it to make sure that the number matches. So I'm missing a number in here. So I'm just going to basically put in the number, and there you go. It will, that red will go away. So you've got to get it right, because otherwise it won't move on to the next section. All right. So cycle number 1, have you invited your second qualifying guest? So the answer should be for you guys now, yes. But if it's no, you just click no. All right. And that's it. So now you can go on to the next section. So just let me know if that was clear for you. This is the first page before I go on to the next session. Just let me know if that was clear for you in the chat room. Awesome. Sweating buckets here, guys. Oof. Okay, awesome. So are you guys okay for me to move on? It's not hard, blessings. Okay, awesome. Moving on. Right. We'll send you, we'll also try and do a video. If you're doing it on your phone, we'll do it on the phone as well and try and get that video out to you. All right. So we're going to move on. So it's basically, it's next. You just want a next. Now, if for some reason you need to go, or you have a call, or you got a little emergency, or something's come up, you can just save your work that you've done, so you don't lose anything. But you can let me, yes, please. I need your air conditioner right now. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So you can save it right here, guys. All right. When you click save, this is what will happen. All right. And you just put in your email address of where you want this to be sent to, your email address. All right. And it will basically send you the link to your email address. And then you can click on that link and go back to your saved, back to where you started or where you were. So it doesn't lose any information. Okay. A handheld fan is what I'm doing right now. So you don't lose any information whatsoever. Okay. You want me to show you if you're in 2 cycles? It will be exactly the same as 1 cycle, guys. It will be exactly the same as 1 cycle. It won't be any different. If you have, let's say the only way you can be in another cycle is if you have brought in your 2 qualifiers. So if you say yes, you'll put in the name of the information. So let's just say my second, I'm going back just for the sake of that person. So let me just say, oh my gosh, I use Mark, right? And again, we just put in a number. Okay, and when you click next, it will take you to the next section. All right, so right there, we're going to go next. Okay, and that is basically it. Now, don't forget, when I did this, I said I'm only in 1 cycle. All right, so because I showed that I'm only in 1 cycle, it's not going to show me the information for a second cycle. If you click on I'm on 2 cycles, then it will show you your next step for the second, including the second cycle. So because I already selected that I'm only in 1 cycle, it will only give me the information that's relevant to what the answers I'm giving. All right. So it makes it super simple. It leads you through the form. All right. So how many accounts are you managing, excluding children? So I'm managing, let's say I'm managing 4+. All right. So this is for those of you who are managing people who are 4 or more. All right. Guys, if you don't know what a cycle is by now, not circle, cycle. If you don't know what a cycle is, you need to go back and watch our videos and get your head around what a cycle is. A cycle is 1 gift of 28, 1 gift out up to 1568. All right. So if I am managing people, all right, you've got 3 options here. All right. If I'm managing 1 to 3 people, it will then ask me for the names of those individuals and all of their information. Okay. So it will show you here the name of the first person, their number, the WhatsApp number they're using, what if their PayPal is different to your email address, or if you're using your email address. But if it's different, then you would put the difference here. If it's not different, you leave it, it's blank, right? If it's the same email address as what you're using, if you're managing someone, you don't need to fill that out, okay? Person 1, how many cycles are they in? You'll be able to select if they're in 1 cycle, 2 cycles, or 3 cycles, all right? Are you managing a second person? Yes or no, same thing. If it's yes, it will populate again. If it's no, you just go on to the next. Okay, it's really super simple, guys. It will lead you to where you want to go. All right, that's if you're managing 1 to 3 people. If you're managing 4+ people, once you click 4+, right, it will take you straight to download the spreadsheet. Okay, now if you're on your phone, like I said, we'll do a video for the phone. If you're on your phone, it will show you, it will download the spreadsheet and onto your phone as an Excel spreadsheet, and you can still populate it on your phone and save it. All right, so you want to click this, you want to click the download and it will take you to the sheet, okay? And this is the sheet that you will come onto your phone, all right? You're then going to want to save that. So you'll want to file, save it. So basically, you want to download this onto your phone. So right here, you'll see the download button. You just want to click on download. And it will download onto your phone or onto your onto your computer. All right, and it will open up. And once you open it up, you will be able to save the document. You'll need to save the document under your name. All right, so here we have it saved. All right, here's the document. And now I want to file and save it under my name. Okay, I'm using numbers, but it'll be Excel on for you guys. And you save it and then you fill out the form, okay? And it's really simple on here. It's not difficult, all right? It's the first name, the last name, exactly what you've just filled out. The display name, the date of birth, country, contact, email address, PayPal email. Does the person have an ID? If it's yes, you put yes. If it's no, you put no, okay? Is this a community project? If it's a community project, then you'll put yes. What's the community project title? So when you click on it, you'll see that you'll be able to enter yes or no, all right? If the person has an ID, you'll be able to enter yes or no, okay? So it's all there for you, all right? If it's a community project, just put the name of the community project. Just put a little bit of information about what that community project is. And then the rest of the information is as you guys know it, exactly how it's on the form. That's it. Okay, how many cycles are they in? All right. The cycle 1 family name, the position they're in. If they're in a second cycle, the name, the position. If they're in a third cycle, name and position. Then it's just, are you happy to manage this? Yes, and that's it. And if you have a lot of people, this makes it just a lot quicker for you to fill out that form, because it's literally go in, put the name, drop down yes, no, and move on. All right, that's managing 4 people and over. Once you've saved that form, you will file and save it. You then will upload it back into your document. So you just basically drop it into your document. You can choose file. Okay, and when you choose file, it will ask you where that file is. You could pick the file and choose it, all right? Or you can just basically, if you're like me, you can just drag and drop into that and it will just upload it. Very simple, guys, all right? And again, you'll be able to watch this video over and over if you don't understand it, and we will do one for you on an Apple phone, and we'll do one for you on an Android phone so you can see the difference. All right. So once you've done that, you're ready to move on to the next step. All right. So and again, here you still have the save button, so you can save. You have the next button where you go on to your next step because you've done this, and you've got a back button. If you feel that you've made a mistake, you need to go back, then you can go back. All right, so let's go on to the next. Here, we just provide our ID, one form, passport, driver's license, national ID, birth certificate for child under 18 or voter's card from Nigeria. All right, you drag and drop, same thing, no different, okay? Or you choose the file, choose whatever you want to put up there. So let's just choose a picture and you can upload it. Whatever the document is, you can choose it. It will just upload automatically, and it will go with the document when you submit it. Okay, so it's just uploading that document. All right, so now that document has been submitted, it's uploaded. All right, Here we will have our GDPR privacy statement. So this will be inside of here. So we just need you to accept that, okay? If you have another image file, like a picture of your passport or a picture of your driver's license, you would put it up here, all right? And then you just confirm, I have read and agreed and accepted the terms of business. I have read and agreed and accepted the GDPR privacy statement. I can confirm all statements are true. That's it, guys. And then literally, you can save it, you can review it, and you can submit it. Okay? So it is, if you're doing it correctly, this should not take you more than 10 minutes to do. All right? It's only taken time because I've gone through it step by step. All right? So I can submit this as being true. And you'll see this is what you'll get. Thank you for your responses being submitted. You know it's been submitted. You will get an email in your email address, okay? So an email will go into your email address, all right? You can then, if you have others to submit, you can submit them here, add another response, so you can add, you can edit the response, so you can click on this and you can go back into your form and edit what you've already put in there. You see it brings you back to the form, okay? So you can edit, all right? And if you want to download, you can download your response so you can see everything. You can download it so you can see the form for yourself, okay? And that will download onto your computer and it will download as a PDF file, all right? So that is basically how it is, guys. It is really, we've tried to make it as simple as possible. Do we only submit one ID, one form of ID per person? That is all you need. And we've given you, on the form, it tells you exactly what is required. This is not difficult, guys, all right? So hopefully that is very, very clear for you guys. Like I said, if you want to do another form now for your second or third person, you just click on that right there, okay? And you just start again for the second person. Once you have all the information, it's super, super simple, all right? Okay, I think Krisha or anybody who I got on there that can, or Andrew or anyone that may.
She's driving at the moment.
Oh, is she? Jen, are there any questions? Can you answer for me?
Yeah, but I think Andrew is not a co-host, so he can't unmute himself.
Oh, let me make him co-host. Okay, how do I do this now? I've got to. Okay, Andrew, you can unmute yourself now.
Hi everyone, sorry. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah. So, was that clear?
Yes, it was very clear. So I'm going for my evening walk. Yes, it was very clear. And I've been answering questions to people already in the chat. So I think I've picked up most of them. Common questions are, how much ID do we need? Only one. If you have children, you will fill them out on the form. If your children have qualified you, then you just fill it out appropriately. But because you want to manage your child accounts, you still need to fill in the child section, and just let us know that. There was a question around, do you need to fill out a form per person? No, you fill out a form for everyone that you're managing. So if that's 50, If that's 4 people, if it's 10, if it's 50, if it's 100, 300, then just let us know. You just fill out one form, put all the information down, and upload it through the system.
That's the spreadsheet. So it's the one form and then the spreadsheet for if you're managing multiple people.
Indeed, indeed.
It makes it super, super simple. And the spreadsheet has drop-down boxes, guys, for your yes, for your no, for your cycles. So it's really, really, really simple.
Yeah, and
thanks, Paula. Andrew worked on this very hard as well. So
yeah, there's lots of rules in that form. Oh my god, just brings back nightmares. Yeah. For clarification, yes, if you're managing 20 people, just one form for yourself, and then the people go on the spreadsheet. Where can you get the form? Not released yet. Coming soon.
Not out yet, right? We won't be releasing the form until we go into hard close, because we can't release the form whilst you guys are still, whilst the groups are still active. Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to keep on doing the education, right? And then Andrew may allow us to do a sneak preview of the automated system, which will be just off the charts.
When, today?
No, not today. But tell me, who would be excited to see a sneak preview of the automated system? Who would be excited? Who would want to see a sneak preview of the automated system?
I want to see it. I want to see it. I want
to see it. Andrew.
Not today. Not today.
Not today.
It will come, I promise you. Not yet.
You just asked if we would be excited.
That's right.
We didn't say that to see today.
I didn't say I'm going to sit today.
Soraya.
I know Soraya. I know she will. She'll get too
Soraya,
excited.
I
She'll open a button.
Andrew, and I haven't even seen it. I feel very, very disadvantaged here. I want to see it.
Well, what can I say? Mama Bear has first stabs, but all the children can have access to have a look at it after. But I don't even know if Andrew got to look at it before me, so I was just nosy. I wanted to see.
I might need to take you out of that chat with our developers. I know. I might have to. You might reveal something.
But no, I won't reveal anything. But if we could get a sneak preview for everyone.
I'll push for some sneak previews.
A sneak preview. Screenshots of it, then
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
See, everybody wants to see.
First page and last page will be great.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as a last page. We're infinity.
Yeah.
We're infinite beings.
Good question. Is there a separate form for a company or a business? No, there isn't. If it's a company or business, you would basically fill out the same community form and just put the name of the company, business. We would provide you with. You would need to provide us with some business details. So I will put that down and let anybody who's got a business who wants to do it as a business, will let you know exactly what you need to provide. But you will need to provide the company information, like the same way, we have our company house, a certificate of incorporation, the directors, etc. The same way you would for anywhere. You just need to provide that. So we have so we know that you guys are completely responsible for the individuals that you are working with.
Someone says, can we go back to the sheet if we want to add more people?
Good question.
That's a great question. So there will come a point where we have to have a cutoff. So it's absolutely imperative that you get us the up-to-date information by cutoff. If you submitted the form before cutoff and you need to send us an update, you can send it to us via email, and we'll provide the email address to do that closer to the time. But yeah, it's imperative that you do put everyone that you possibly can that you're managing into that form, because by the cutoff, we start to do the analysis and making sure that we validate the information. And there's 30,000 of them, so there's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
That is
Yeah. We may, I mean, maybe not everybody would transfer across, you know, guys. I mean, people are, we have had some concerns, but as many people as transfer is awesome. We have another question here. What if you only have 2 persons you manage? Then you just fill it out on the form if they don't have ID. All right. So we really have covered you guys. We've made it super, super simple. If you've got people you're managing and they don't have ID, they have to go through you for everything. So you go to the form, you fill out the form for the 2 people. All right. Whether it's 2 people, 1 person, once they don't have ID and you managing them, you fill out the form. Okay. The only way, if you only put the people on the form itself if they have a form of ID. Okay, because they will have a separate, they will be filling out a separate form. All right. Is that right, Andrew? Oh, Andrew's gone.
Sorry, no, I'm here. Yes, that's right.
Yeah, okay.
I was on mute. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm managing 5 people and my wife 3 would be better to put them all on the sheet. Yeah, sure, of course. Put them on the sheet.
Yeah.
And they're a community project. That's your family project, community project under family. You know, we want to make sure that we're supporting as many people, but you know, you'll need to organize your ID for your kids. All right. So, which is just the birth certificate. That's it.
someone asked.
Someone
asked. Oh, sorry, Andrew. Someone says, do they have to put down the birth dates of every person that they manage?
Yes, as much as humanly possible. So you get the information. Yes. That's going to tell us. We've got to have it. We've got to have it as much as we can. It's just not possible otherwise. If we question on it, we'll be in trouble. So as much as humanly possible, and if you're struggling, then reach out to us directly.
Oh, and someone says, do you need, that's a Diana, asks, do you need the front and the back of an ID card? Or is it just the front details?
Just the front with the name and details, that's fine.
Yeah, because the back doesn't really, just tells you what kind of license you've got, etc. The front part is the part which has the information about, you know, a name, address, etc.
And Marianette asked about if she has a biometric resident permit.
That's all good. Yeah, if she's got a name on it, it's all good. I think I've said that to Marianette already.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I agree. Is that Sifia? I agree. Fraud will be encouraged if some people can't provide identification. Absolutely. Yeah, we're trying to control them. Someone says if you don't provide ID, it just opens us up to fraud, and that's true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Want to be around for 100 years. Let's go. Yes,
Elena says if my address on my ID card does not match my current address.
Oh, Lena, you're in trouble with the authorities, aren't you?
Don't be telling me that.
No, but people can move, can't they? Their address.
You're allowed to move, Lena, but you're in the UK. You're not too far from Genevieve's constabulary, so you've got to be careful. She'll come and visit you.
Yeah. And Jennifer asks, what if my ID has expired?
Expired ID is not allowed. It's got to be a valid ID.
It's got to be a valid ID. We won't be able to support us to regulatory board. They won't accept an expired ID. You can't send an expired ID to a government porthole. So.
Someone says, what if you have 2 children registered together as one infant?
That's fine. Just put one of your childs. Doesn't mean that you favorite them anymore. Just put one of them and then put the display name as it is in WhatsApp. We'll find them.
Look at that.
All right. What about people in countries where PayPal is not available? We've already answered that question. This is why you have the community project. If you guys did not watch the recording, please watch the previous recording with Andrew and myself. where it goes over the options for managing people. You put them under a community project, and then if you are managing them, or your PayPal is managing them, then you put your PayPal, and we'll review it and accept that and move on. You only need one form of ID, guys. We're not asking you for proof of address.
No, just one form of ID.
You can use whatever form of ID is accepted for you to travel, guys. I don't know what else to say. One form of ID, passport, whether it be an international, whether it's a country, whatever it is, it's a passport, it's a legal document that says you are who you are. That's it.
Here's an interesting one.
Uh-oh.
Vishki. I have 2 adopted children who I brought in as my children. Is it okay to refer to them as my children on the form? I
Yes.
have ID for
Yeah,
them.
they're adopted.
Yep, they're adopted, 100%. They're your kids.
Yeah.
This is but their biological parents' details are on their ID.
That's okay. That's okay.
She's adopted. So she's got
adopted.
documentation.
She's got documentation to say.
Exactly, that say that she's adopted them. So
You say, or should I add them as part of my community group on the spreadsheet?
she can add them as
children.
Yeah, add them.
So either way will be fine then, basically, isn't it?
Yeah, because she's got ID, hasn't she?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, Andrew?
100%, yeah. You adopted the kids. Beautiful thing to do. So yes, absolutely.
Exactly.
Someone asks, would the spreadsheet be updated as time goes on?
What do you mean?
The
So
spreadsheet
basically,
is
yes,
per
if
person.
people may have start off when they're doing it, they may have 25 people, and then maybe over the course of time, they may have more people that they're bringing under
Andrew answered that already. So
yeah, they won't need to necessarily worry about it because we're going to drop the spreadsheet when we go for a hard close. So don't worry about moving parts. We will close hard, and then you would need to fill out the form and the spreadsheet during a certain period of time after that hard close, and then we go through the validation process.
Yeah.
So don't worry, you won't be actively moving around. You can start to fill it out now, but by the time you give it to us, just make sure it's up to date with the right information. Or when Soraya releases it. Right.
Well, we're not. Yeah, we're not really. I don't know why you say that, Andrew.
No. Only because I'm thinking about people out there that got 300 people.
Well,
so if they've got big groups.
I tell you what, if we got people that has that many, send us an email. But right now, I don't think we should release it because then we're going to put ourselves in a lot of problems for people who are still moving. The groups are still moving.
No, they can have the spreadsheet. We just don't want it until we close. I don't mind giving people the spreadsheet just to get a head start, but just when you send it to us, just make sure it's up to date. But don't send it to us until we ask you to send it to us.
Yeah, I think.
Okay, well, we haven't released the spreadsheet yet, so as soon as we we'll let everybody know when we're releasing the spreadsheet.
We'll
go through the training a little bit more first. Let's just get through this a few times, and then we'll release the spreadsheet. Where it comes to people, where it comes to iPhones and Android, this is not going to be any different. It will be exactly the same as I've shown you on this, but on your phone. So we will do a video of one on, we'll screen record it being filled out on the phone, but it will look no different, guys.
Wow.
Soraya, are we going to do the homework? Are we going to release the homework today, or are we going to wait still?
Homework?
Yeah, we've got homework to do. Today is Thursday, Soraya, just to let you know.
Yeah, do you want to tell people what the homework was, or do we? I think because I've forgotten.
You know, I love your honesty. I really do love the honesty. Maggie, I think you understand, don't you? And,
yes, I
like
do understand.
Could you explain it? Because I must say I've got background noise and stuff like that. But if you could just let our members know now what our homework is for the next 4 days.
Well, if I'm correct, it's basically all that information that Soraya has said that we need for you all to start researching and getting that information now. So basically writing it all out. Am I correct, Risha? Rish?
I think that's the homework. So yeah, let's
Yes,
go with that.
so the homework is you need to find all your groups that you're
Yes.
managing or that you're
that
in,
too.
because
Start
we have
working
been
it
doing a
down.
lot of compliance and we're realizing you're not clicking the link for your group.
Ah,
You're
that's
getting people
homework.
that are receiving, yes,
Thank you.
yes.
There's lots
we're
of homework.
finding, I'm sending links to people that are actually receiving and they don't know that they're receiving. So if you want to get onto the automated system and you want all your families that you're receiving, that you're up for receiving, make sure you know where all your groups are. So
Yeah,
that's all
it's only in your interest to make sure you know all the groups you're in and all the groups that your children are in. Otherwise, you're not going to know when you're receiving, and it will get to the point one day when you guys won't even care about where you are. But we're not at that stage yet. All right, so let's ensure that we cover that. Everybody start working on and finding your groups. Make sure you share the information. You know, make sure you tell your families and in your groups that you're in, tell them to join the calls. We will be doing this again tomorrow. Let me tell you, your WhatsApp groups should be going off the charts now. You should be telling everybody, get on the phone call. We are having another phone call tomorrow. We will go through it exactly the same way again. So get everybody you know. We need to pack out the house. Anybody that you know that needs to follow this, tell them to get on the call. If you need to come back on the call tomorrow, come back on the call tomorrow. All right, whatever you have to do to get this right, guys. We've got one great chance, okay? It's a one-shot deal.
Also, even after the call, be in your groups and tell them, look, there was a call yesterday. I don't know whether or not you were on it, but please go to Telegram. Migrate to Telegram and watch the call. It's important that everybody has to see it.
That's a great idea.
All right, managing 1 to 3 people, do you have to provide their ID and fill the forms for each? Yes, you will, unless they are part of a community activity, then you can do it on the spreadsheet. So guys, we've answered these questions. We're not going to answer them again. Go back and watch the videos. If you're asking us the same questions about managing people and filling out forms for how many people, then you haven't watched the video. Go back and watch the videos, please. They are available. They shouldn't have an expiry date on them because I believe I left them open. So please make sure you go back and watch the videos. All right, we'll have to try, and what we'll do is we'll repost them to make sure you guys watch them again. I'll do it as like a 1, 2, 3. Watch this video first, watch this one after, watch this one after. All right, so that's it. We will, like we said, where it comes to the business accounts, we will define that a little bit more because I myself am a little bit sketchy on the business accounts. I do believe we'll use the same community form. So we may just need to put in an extra column for business so that Andrew, I think we might just do it that way.
Yeah, that's fine. That's no bother.
All right, guys. I think that's it. Let me let you beautiful people go. Make sure you tell, like I said, spread the news, get excited, guys. We are on the home stretch. We are excited. Business of how many people? 50. Yes, 50 people. And then if you've got your first 50, you've got business, you've got 50 people, then we'll do another 50, etc. We have special arrangements for those people who have more than that. Okay, guys. Yeah. We will post, I'll post the other videos. Make sure you get all of them. I'll post it. Keep reposting. Send it into your groups. Get people in, get people excited. People are fearful and, extinguish their fears. We are on the home stretch. And guys, will get a sneak preview. Thank you. Not you, Andrew. A sneak
There we
preview
go. There we go.
Of the automated system. Oh, you're gonna love it. It's gonna make your life so much simpler. All right, that's it, guys.
Oh dear.
That is it, guys. We love you guys so much. Okay, so for everybody now, you guys can unmute yourselves.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank
Thanks, everybody.
Soraya.
Thank you. Well done.
Everyone.
Bye. Good night.
Thanks, guys.
Get
Your homework, everybody.
Yeah, bye everyone.
And thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Do your homework.
Bye. Thank you. Good night. God bless.
Bye. Good night. Good afternoon. Enjoy your
Thank you.
evening.
Honey, Luana, thank you.
Good night,
Enjoy your
everyone.
evening.
Love you.
Team.
Good night, everyone.
Awesome team.
Good night,
Good
everyone.
night. Good night, everyone.
Everyone.
Well
Bye,
done.
guys.
Bye. Bye. Good night, everyone. Good
Bye.
night.
Good night, Soraya. Good night, everyone.
Good night,
I
everyone.
have a question, but I'll keep it for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yes, good night.
Don't forget to do Christian's
I have a
homework,
question. I have a question.
everybody.
Question was not answered as well.
Bye.
You're welcome,
Bye.
Adipolo.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
I know,
Good night,
Joanne. I know
everyone.
this
Good night.
PK.
Homework,
Good night,
homework,
good night,
homework.
good night. I gotta
Make
go.
sure you find
Night,
out for your
everyone.
groups,
Good night.
guys.
Good night.
It's
Yes, do your homework,
That was
everybody.
That's
It's so
right.
the way I
exciting.
understood. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Good night.
Find your groups. Find out all the people that you're managing. Write them
Bye.
down. Bye.